Yo, 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 what's going on, good people? It's your homie Herbman, and you back upside the head with another hot banger boogie. Hey, look, I wanted to kind of move this back down to the garage so I could really utilize my teaching board here about some of the stuff that we've been covering in our videos. If this is your first time tuning in to the Herbman Show, go ahead and hit that logo right at the bottom of your screen right there and hit that notification bell so that you never ever miss what we bring to the table here in health and in wealth strategies. If you don't know about my wealth strategies, go ahead and look at that Velocity Banking 101 video. It is the #1 video on our channel, but we definitely want to try to get you guys engaged with your health because you can't get wealth if you're not healthy, okay? Because wealth and health is a long-term situation. It is for the long haul. It is about longevity, and you're going to definitely need your health for that. All right. So what we're talking about today are just some of the things that you may need to know when you're talking about pain in certain areas and what we can do to try to locate or to try to identify what we need to do to rectify the situation that's happening. So with that being said, let's say you're having issues with your liver, okay? We know that the liver is the processing center, all right? It is where everything goes in and everything comes out to feed the blood systems and the organs and all of that type of stuff, all right? So if you're having liver situations, a lot of time people would just try to focus on the liver, okay? But what this video is about today is trying to teach you guys how to also help the liver out by detoxing other areas in the body that may lead to issues in your liver. So what I'm trying to say is that the liver may not necessarily be the issue. It may be other things that has led to the issue in the liver, okay? So let's say you have issues with the liver. We say that you should try to detox your pancreas and your spleen, okay? And so that's going to mean you need to look at herbs that are going to be good for blood toxins, blood tonics, okay? Like red clover, burdock root, and things of that nature. There's going to be a red root. That's going to be very good for the spleen. And then you're going to need to look for herbs for your pancreas, like bilberry leaf, all right? Genema sativa, okay? Things that are going to be good for the pancreas. Because what happens is when pressure is on the pancreas and the spleen, then it puts pressure on the liver, okay? So that's why you can't just focus on just one thing. You got to know how the body works, okay? And some things, if it's congestion or constipation in one area, it'll cause an issue in another area. So instead of just going straight to dandelion root or milk thistle, let's try to clean out our pancreas and our spleen if we're having liver issues as well, okay? All right. So let's say you're dealing with the brain here. I got the brain over here, and excuse my drawing. I'm not the best artist in the world, but we're just trying to get some stuff up here for you guys to see and understand. So if you're having things about your brain, all right, and you know, of course, you're gonna try to go to, go to Kula, Brahmi, and things of that nature to try to figure out what's going on with your brain, whether it be a mucus in the brain, whether it be brain fog, whether it be memory loss, things of that nature. But what you probably want to do is also detox your kidneys. Okay? You want to detox your kidneys, you want to detox your lungs, you want to detox your large intestine. Because when there's clogging in the large intestine, which is a lot to do with your colon, when there's clogging in your kidneys, which is your filtration system, when these things are clogged up, the pressure rises, okay? This clogging makes the pressure rise, and then you start having brain issues. When there's clogging in your lungs, I don't have the lungs up here because I didn't have enough room to draw that, but and also the small and large intestines. But if you're having issues in the brain, sometimes it could be due to oxygen not getting to the brain, which means you may want to detox your lungs, okay? So a brain issue doesn't just mean concentrate on the brain. It also means concentrate on those things that will affect the brain the most, which are your kidneys and your lungs and your large intestine, all right? Okay? So those are some of the things that you need to understand. All right, let's say, what if you're having issues in your small intestine? Well, in the small intestine is going to be the same thing as the brain. You want to look at your kidneys. You want to look at your large intestines and things of that nature, okay, when you're having stuff in the small intestines. But when you're having stuff in the brain, it's the kidneys and the lungs. When you're having stuff in the small intestines, it's going to be your kidneys and your large intestine, okay? Those are some of the things that you want to also rectify while treating the different situation. And this, what this is doing is not just focusing on the cause, but more or less, well, it's not just focused on treating the issue, but more or less what would be the cause of things. Sometimes you have to go back. Okay, you got to backtrack into your system to figure out why am I having these particular issues. Now, let's say we are having direct issues with the pancreas and the spleen. So then we need to concentrate on the liver and the kidneys. Okay, what if we're having direct issues with our lungs? Then we want to concentrate on the liver and the small intestines. You hear that? So if you're having issues breathing and you're having issues with your lungs being congested, mucus in it, try not only to do things for your lungs like elecampane, a coat's foot, a mullein leaf, but you also too want to detox your liver. All right, milk thistle, dandelion root, and you also want to look at your small intestine, okay? And that's going to be things in your digestive tract. So you want to try things like cascada sagrada. You want to try things like fennel, okay? Fennel seed. You boil you some fennel seed and drink that, okay? You can do the triphala, okay, which is very good for the stomach and the digestive tract and all that type of stuff. If you don't know what triphala is, it's an Indian herb, all right? It's triphala, okay? And it's got 3 fruits in it, and it's very good for the digestive tract. But these are the things you wanna understand. If you're having problems with your kidneys, you not only want to concentrate on the kidneys with juniper berries or cedar berries, but you also too want to look at what's going on in the small intestine and also what's going on in the pancreas and the spleen, okay? Because if those are clogged in that area, it can cause your kidneys to overwork. You see how that happens? So this is it's a synergy in the body, and that's why I love herbs so much, because herbs provide that synergy that you're going to need when you're dealing with 3 or more different herbs or 2 or more different herbs, and you have a collage of things going on to where it could all work together to really optimize your health. You guys want to really follow me. We're going to be talking more about combinations on herbs, how to make your herbs. I know people tell you about what herb to get. Just doing milk thistle may not help, but doing a dandelion, milk thistle, and a gentian mix may really get to the liver the way that you need to be. So I'm not saying that one herb doesn't work, but you have to synergize these herbs in a proper way to where they actually get the optimal health and medicinal benefit out of them that is possible, okay? And this is all about really learning herbs and really knowing about herbs and really following those people that really have the education behind the herbs. This is a non-stop educational thing. Our bodies are changing, the herbs are changing, and so you really have to be on the cusp of what's going on. This is no different than technology. This is no different than medicine. There's something new out, and the bodies are changing, the environment is changing, and so we got to stay on the cusp of what we can do herbal wise, all right, to combat the changing body and the changing environment and the changing atmosphere, the changing diseases and the changing sicknesses that are in the bodies of the humans, all right? And so there are herbs out here for it, but you got to continue to do your research. You got to continue to follow those people that really know about herbs and really on the cusp of trying to teach you about how to look at your body. You just can't know herbs. You have to know your body, okay? You have to know your body in order to really combat what is going on out here in the form of diseases, all right? So, hey, look, go out and tell somebody to go tell somebody that your homie Herbman is on. I love you guys, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And until next time, I love you. Peace. Yes, sir.